The NFL has a new superstar.
Another day, another movie produced by me.
George is probably the most physically gifted receiver I've played with in the league.
But a couple years ago, they called him the NFL's villain.
Got this carbon in the car and I'm a convicted felon. I'm living on the main stage and all my youngins be stiff. I'm on the road with baby.
Talking trash to some of the fans.
So was he really a villain or just misunderstood? To find out, we gotta go back to Hoover, Alabama, when George Pickens was unstoppable.
And it's a touchdown. Pickens.
Wow,
Pickens.
Every school wanted him, literally.
Schools that are other interests were like Penn State, Ohio State, Oregon, Michigan, Florida, Florida State, Alabama, Tennessee, LSU. So I'm committed to Auburn.
Auburn also landed five-star quarterback Bo Nix, and the two had instant chemistry. But on signing day, George Pickens shocked college football.
George Pickens had what? This is official. This is real. George Pickens has flipped to Georgia.
It's probably one of the hardest decisions I'd ever make in my life. It was very hard knowing that through this whole football thing, playing my whole senior year, I've been playing with Bo Nix the whole time, basically. Just coaching-wise, knowing that Kirby Smart, he's always going to be up for like a national championship.
Auburn felt backstabbed, and the hate was loud. But Pickens blocked the noise. He wanted to shine at Georgia, and it didn't take long.
Looking to go deep downfield. Launching grab by George Pickens. Back to the air again. Touchdown, George Pickens.
This kid is prepping. He may not be here long.
He started on fire. Against Missouri, he walked away with two incredible touchdowns.
Back for Pickens. Did he come up with that? He did. Touchdown, Georgia.
But against Auburn, he just had one catch for 11 yards, and 2 weeks later, Pickens was in trouble. Rivalry game, Georgia versus Georgia Tech. Emotions run high in those games, and GP lost control.
This is why it's selfish, okay? Watch the right hand for Pickens come in. Okay, that's not good. And here's the thing. I get it. Emotions run high. Guess what? Bryce Williams doesn't have a game next week. George Pickens does.
Pickens was suspended for half a game, which meant Georgia played in the SEC championship against LSU without their number one receiver.
We're going to help George, and we're going to help him grow up.
LSU dominated in a 37-10 win. Pickens had a touchdown in the second half, but it wasn't enough. He felt like he let his team down. So in the Sugar Bowl, he wanted to make it right. Not for himself, but for them.
He throws for Pickens, he runs under it, catches it, and a touchdown for Georgia.
He had 175 yards and won Bowl MVP.
My offensive line is amazing. My quarterback is amazing. I love this team, the defense. If you put the camera on all these guys, I love them to death.
Pickens ended the year with 49 catches, 727 receiving yards, and 8 touchdowns, leading the Bulldogs in all 3 categories, and PFF named him the best true freshman in the country. But the next year, he went even crazier.
George Pickens. Touchdown, Georgia.
Back-to-back touchdowns against Arkansas and Auburn. However, the following week, Pickens made another mistake that would cost his team. In an SEC matchup against Tennessee, the quarterback scrambled out of bounds and Pickens squirted water at him, resulting in a flag.
What are we? 7, 8 years old? Come on.
It was a complicated year for GP. A mid-season injury kept him sidelined, and the schedule was cut short because of COVID. But once again, he finished the season strong.
What a day he's had. His catches have not been easy.
He went over 100 yards in back-to-back games. At this point, Pickens is considered one of the best receivers in the country, and the expectations for his junior year were sky high. But in training camp, it all fell apart.
For those of you who don't know, we just found out that George Pickens apparently has torn his ACL. He's got to have ACL surgery. Non-contact injury in the middle of practice.
I just wanted to come back really for my team, to be honest to you, bro. Just to win a natty and play with them again. I wasn't even really thinking about the draft. I was going to do whatever I had to do.
In just 8 months after the ACL tear, GP was back on the field. Perfect timing, because the Bulldogs are playing on college football's biggest stage, the national championship.
Collision of SEC rivals, Alabama and Georgia.
And when his team needed him the most, he showed up.
Here's a downfield shot. George Pickens, a diving catch. As the elite receiver has waited a long time to make a play like that in the big game.
That play set up a touchdown, and Georgia did it. They won the national championship, the exact reason why Pickens went to Georgia. But once the celebrations ended, he was at a crossroads. His junior season barely had any tape, and coming back could raise his draft stock significantly. But GP made his choice.
Man, if I was to come back, it's also a lot of risk of the same.
get hurt again.
You see the same thing. I just wanted to make the smartest decision and the most business decision.
His draft stock was all over the place. Some scouts loved this energy, while others questioned it.
He's got to give a damn every other play that he doesn't get the ball. Point blank, because when I talk to NFL guys, when I say, hey, what do you think of George? They see the same things I do. 85% of the snaps, when he's not getting the ball or he's not targeted or he's not in a route, they might as well be playing 10 on 11.
George blocked the noise and suited up for day one of the NFL draft, but nobody called. He was pissed. 6 receivers went in the first round, and he wasn't one of them.
I was a little salty after I didn't go in the first round. I had a clean suit, man. When that first day went by, I went in my bed and I slept, and I was just telling myself, like, I'm not going to put nothing on the second day.
On day 2, it happened again. 4 more receivers went off the board. And then finally,
imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality right now.
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meetings, not your notes. It captures everything, from action items to key decisions. And after every call, you get a clear summary. But where it really goes to the next level is that it's the...
With pick 52, Mike Tomlin called. And when his draft video went public, he went viral.
Now the pose, that's just me trolling, being funny.
When he called me, I was just like, I'm on the phone shaking for real. Like, yeah, I'm good. I ain't trying to say too much. I'm like trying to get to where I'm ready to get to work. You feel me? I was happy, but I was in like a vendetta mode against, you feel me? Everybody. I'm like, I'm better than everybody, you know. They saying that's better than me.
So in week 3, he came out swinging, making one of the best catches in NFL history.
What a catch with the right hand by George Pickens.
Next up, 100 yards versus the Jets, but the targets dropped. Against the Falcons, Pickens was targeted just twice, and he finished the game with just 1 catch. A clip showed him frustrated, demanding more targets. The media ran with it, saying this was the personality teams were afraid of, but Pickens shut it down immediately. He felt like the media was pushing a false narrative, and that receivers complaining about targets is nothing new. And head coach Mike Tomlin stood up for him.
That competitive spirit, the guy that wants the ball, no, I want that guy. I'm not going to make that a negative, no matter how silly I think the commentary is or people talking about him expressing frustrations and stuff and trying to make it a negative storyline. I laugh at that.
Still, Pickens had a solid rookie year. The Steelers were expecting a second-year leap, especially after Deontay Johnson went down with an injury, making George wide receiver 1. And that week, he took care of his opportunity.
Wide open Pickens. There he goes. Touchdown Steelers.
He went for 127 yards on a career-high 10 targets. Against Baltimore, he had another 130 yards and a touchdown, proving he can be the #1 receiver. However, when Deontay Johnson came back from injury, Pickens' targets dropped. Against Tennessee, he had 2 catches for -1 yards. He was frustrated and posted on his Instagram story, "Free me," and deleted that later. Fans accused him of being a diva, not just because of his mindset,